Welcome to the Richer Podcast, the show for women who want more. I'm your host, Sarah Coons, mum, wife, educator, and the woman who took a $40,000 a year pay cut, scraped together $110,000 in 2 weeks, moved 15 times with 2 babies under 2, lived in 2 garages, and ran purely on caffeine and grit. Who, fast forward to now, has built a life that has me jumping out of bed every morning with excitement, because around here, every woman deserves to live a life she's in love with. If you're done choosing between motherhood or ambition, burnout or balance, this is your podcast. Each week we dive into powerful conversations that help you to build a richer life, one with more freedom, more impact, and yes, coffee that's still hot. So whether you're driving to work, winding down with a cup of tea, or stealing a rare moment for yourself, I'm so glad you're here. This is your time, this is your podcast. Welcome to the Richer Life. You know what's more fragile than an overtired toddler? It's your life when you build it on one source of income. Relying on just one source of income, it's like flying a plane with one engine and praying the weather stays perfect. No backup, no parachute, just good vibes and hoping. But here's the kicker. Even planes have backup engines, so why don't you? Today's episode, we're talking about why putting all your eggs in one basket is a dangerous game and how to future-proof your life with multiple income streams. Why this matters so much to me? Why do I think this topic's so important? Because I've lived through the holy crap, I need money now situation, and it is not pretty and it is not great for the family unit. And I've seen friends get made redundant, their company has a restructure, they thought they were totally safe, have their only source of income dry up overnight. The tap's turned off, and the amount of panic that comes from that. We've been the family that had 2 weeks to find $110,000. And we've also had an income disappear overnight due to an injury. So when I say having one income is risky, I mean it. This isn't about doom and gloom. It's about choice, because the moment you have multiple income streams, this isn't about doom and gloom. It's about choice, because the moment you have multiple income streams, even tiny ones, you gain time, options, breathing room, and peace of mind. Best case thinking is dangerous thinking. If you're living your life assuming your job is forever safe, your industry won't change, your partner will always be able to work, then you're living in a best case, sun is always shining scenario. Most of us are trying to fly through life with no backup, no parachute, and hope that the weather behaves. So while we're over here pretending to be invincible, let's remember that even planes have backup engines. So why don't you? Okay. Let's play a quick game of what if. What if AI replaces your role in 12 months? What if your company does a restructure or goes bankrupt? What if your workplace becomes toxic or unsafe? What if a government change rewrites your entire industry? But here's the biggest one. What if your partner gets injured or sick and can't work? Would your current setup let you take time off to care for them? Would your family be okay? Or would you be scrambling to apply for jobs you don't even want? Because when you have multiple income streams, you don't need to rush into another job. You've brought yourself time and you've given yourself options. And in that scenario, that is a savior. Now, let's talk AI. If AI can do part of your job, eventually the company will start downsizing, streamlining, and restructuring. Not because people aren't working hard, but because machines are working faster and cheaper. We're heading into a time where most industries will require fewer hands on the ground. And if you're not preparing for that shift, you're preparing to be shocked by it. If your role becomes redundant, do you have another income stream to rely on? Or are you trusting that your one income engine will never fail? Now, let's talk about inflation. Silent dream killer. Because right now, inflation is sitting around 2.5%. And if you're earning $100,000 today, your money will only have the buying power of $97,500 next year. Buying power is what you can use your money to buy. In 5 years, at $100,000 will give you the same buying power of just over $88,000. So if your income isn't increasing or you're not building other income streams, your real earning power is going backwards. You're working harder to afford less. And sis, we are not here for that. Your future is in someone else's hands if you are relying on one source of income. They are one decision away from turning your life upside down and you're left cleaning up the mess. It's like strapping yourself in for a car ride and then handing the steering wheel to someone else. That's not financial safety. That's survival mode in disguise. We're constantly told to diversify our investment portfolios, but never our income streams. Why? Aren't we diversifying the one thing that we rely on most? So let's move on from the doom and gloom and have a look at what income without burnout looks like. Let me be clear, I'm not talking hustle culture. I'm not saying work 3 jobs, sleep 4 hours, and eat protein bars in the car. I'm talking smart, aligned, and values-driven income streams. Think a digital product that sells while you sleep, a rental property that pays you weekly, a service you can scale with a team, coaching or mentoring in your zone of genius. You don't have to go big all at once. You just have to start. And if you only remember one thing from today, let it be this. Multiple incomes, even tiny ones, give you options, give you freedom, give you space to breathe, and peace of mind. One income stream is not a strategy, it's a gamble. And you, my friend, are far too powerful to leave your life up to chance. So start building income by income, stream by stream, choice by choice. The richer life isn't about making ends meet. It's about building a life so steady and so supported that no storm can take you out. And trust me, you do deserve more than surviving, more than scraping by. You deserve a life that's rich in every way. Financially, emotionally, and gives you the freedom to make your own decisions. If something in this episode lit a fire under you, this is your sign. You know that something needs to change. There are choices that you need to make to keep your family, yourself, and your future safe. Start building the income streams that will build your future, not just for yourself, but for your children's future as well. And I feel like that was quite a hard-hitting episode, but I really hope that people understand what choices and what options you are giving up when you rely solely on one income. Cannot stress enough the peace of mind that comes from knowing that this isn't the be-all and end-all. Because even if you're lucky enough to work in a fantastic workplace, it's never a great idea to put all your eggs in one basket.